Hi.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
It's already on, honey.
Oh, crap.
So what are we talking about?
You always ask me that. Like,
I know.
I feel like you don't come prepared.
No, I want you to tell us.
But you make me feel like it's a waste of time that we talk about what we're going to film beforehand, and then we start, and you're like, so what are we talking about? And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like we just talked about this for 5-10 minutes. Now you're asking me what we're talking about, like you're quizzing me. Yes, I'm the one husband in the world that listens. We're talking about where we're staying on our next Disney trip.
Disney trip, which is in mostly October, right? We get there at the end of September, so.
Yeah, but October is in Disney World.
Yeah. Yeah, where are we staying?
We are staying at Kevin.
And Jessie's place?
Yes.
You couldn't remember her name, did you?
No, I was trying to remember Eli's name, and I just remembered it.
Okay.
I am rude.
They're not staying there. That's rude.
No one questions that. I was invited.
Are you?
Oh, maybe you weren't, and I wasn't supposed to bring it up in front of you, though.
Oh my gosh. I don't think so.
Oh, so you're saying they invite you over me?
We are getting way off track here, Buster.
You asked where we're staying.
No, we're staying at the Pop Century Resort on property, so we can just...
It depends on where you're from. Some people call it Soda Century.
Not the same kind of
Let's
pop or
get
soda.
that right.
No. So,
This is a pop.
All right. We're staying at a Pop Century,
Yes.
which is one of the value resorts.
Value.
So you have value, you have moderate, you have deluxe.
Deluxe.
And we are going back down to a value level, only because, you know, we were just there a few months ago, and it is kind of expensive to go to Disney World, and we really want to go back. So, and we knew that we weren't going to go back for as long as we had the last 2 trips. And so actually it was affordable for us, just 2.
But what's the name of the place I really want to stay at?
I really want to stay at 2?
The
one
Yacht
close to
Club? Is that what it is?
Yes.
That's where I
really
want to
stay at the Yacht Club. I tried to talk him into it, Don Marie, but he just wasn't having it.
Maybe next year. Maybe 2019 is the year of the yacht.
It's so expensive, though.
Maybe they'll have a deal.
I doubt it. Anyways.
If your husband is over 6 feet tall and has over a 6-inch gap between his teeth, we got a deal for you.
Missed it by this much.
Is that 6 inches?
No. So Pop Century, we've never stayed there. We've only stayed at All Star Sports and Port Orleans Riverside.
Love Port Orleans.
We do, and I'm gonna miss going down to Disney Springs on the boat.
I'm also gonna miss having little bottles of stuff.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna have dispensers supposedly.
Yeah, supposedly there's dispensaries. So does that mean like in the shower there's like, is there like at least 2? One for soap, one for shampoo?
Well, there better be some conditioner.
So maybe 3?
Yeah.
But it scares me. Are they locked?
I don't know.
I'll feel better if I know the stuff is locked up. So people aren't putting like used Band-Aids or cream of meat in there.
Oh my gosh.
What?
You just have to trust the housekeepers that they're not like spitting in there, because they might have the key to the lock. Oh.
Why are they spitting there?
I don't know, because they're pissed.
At us?
At life, I don't know. Anywho, so Pop Century is a value resort. It's close to Art of Animation, which is nice because it's in walking distance where we could like maybe go check out their food court if we wanted to, because I heard it's really good.
What park is it closest to?
Hollywood Studios.
And we're going to Hollywood Studios at least once for a couple hours because we got to try out the new Toy Story Land, right?
Yes. I was going to say, unfortunately, the Skyliner, the gondola system won't be up because it eventually will be, and Pop Century will be on that little track to get you over to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. So that would be nice. Yeah, so at this resort, currently when we go, the only way to get around property is going to be on the buses. But I heard that their bus system is not too bad at Pop because there's only, when we went to All Stars, although I don't remember it too often, they share buses between the other All-Star resorts. There's 3 of them. When we went to Port Orleans Riverside, the bus system there is kind of crummy. Mostly when you're at the parks waiting to get picked up, and they seem to always be lacking to get picked up.
So now Pop Century.
But Pop Century's all by itself. They're not sharing with like, the two French Quarter and Riverside were
Right.
sharing.
And so Pop Century goes by decades,
Yeah.
right?
50s to 90s.
50s to 90s. That was my next question.
Yeah, and I heard that they recently, or they might be in the process of finishing up renovations for the room. So I think all the decades sections should be finished by the time we're there. So
What do you
freshly
hope we stay in?
renovated rooms.
Because we don't know yet, right? When do we find
No.
out?
When we get there.
When we get there, we'll find out? We
Yeah.
don't know if we're, okay.
Yeah.
Where
We
do
can
you hope
request
we'll
like
stay?
we want like second floor or whatever, but we can't request.
But what decade are you hoping we end up in?
It's not even about the decade, but I think it's about the location. Do you remember when we watched one of the YouTube videos from the trackers, and he did in the 50s was kind of like by the back, but it was like quiet. It was by the lake.
Okay.
It was kind of secluded and nice area.
Mm-hmm.
So that'd be nice.
So there's not like a certain decade you like because of how it's decorated.
No, they're all kind of the large.
Do you think like in the 60s or 70s they all have like rooms with a bunch of like wallpaper?
Why would you say that?
Because old people always have all the wallpaper around. Like it was famous for a while. It's all gross looking.
It was the way of.
Like you're inside a circus tent that's been sharded on.
Ooh, they're renovating. I hope there's no sharp stains anywhere.
Don't look at my underwear.
Oh my god, what did you just say? So as it being a value resort, and there's no sit-down restaurant at this place. There's no.
There's no bar, probably.
Well, there's a pool bar, but you remember how there was the cool little bar at Port Orleans? Why am I forgetting the name of the bar?
The River Roost?
Yes, the River Roost. There's
Yeah.
no River Roost.
But there's a pool bar.
There's a pool bar. There should be a pool bar.
So I can still get a couple beers.
Well, you can get, yeah.
That's the important part.
Yeah, that's the important part. Well, I hope they have those pina colada. That's the
doubt
drink that I like at the River Roost. Oh, well, whatever. Whatevs. What else there? I mean, so I'm looking on Disney's actual website about
I'm hoping
Pop
we stay
Century.
in the 80s.
Okay. I didn't ask you. Yeah, you want to stay in the 80s?
Yeah, you never. I ask an interesting
rude.
question. You're like,
I'm rude.
all right, back to what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Which is usually not me.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing new.
So you want to stay in the 80s? Is there any particular reason why?
Yeah, because you love the 80s.
I do love the 80s.
And maybe you'll be happy for once and I won't get yelled at as much.
I'm always happy when we
Ow,
go to Disney.
see how you just struck me?
I did not.
We got it on tape.
I'm always happy when we go to Disney. What are you talking about?
Oh, but we have to go to Disney, so since we're at home, that's why you can strike me.
You are not. That's not true.
I'll pay for that later.
Whatever. So, did you hear today? I read online that the minivan transportation system, the minivans that are polka dotted out, are now actually going to. What is that noise? Oh, the dogs. They're now going to Orlando International Airport. So they can get you to the airport.
So instead of just Magic Express, we can just take a minivan?
Oh, I wouldn't do that. Either way, but I mean the Tragic Express on the way back to leave is sad and depressing. So it might be fun to take a minivan. But it's the Magic Express is a free transportation. So why would I
love Magic Express.
Yeah, me too. But no, I thought it was kind of neat. So, but they still haven't announced that they are as far as internally, they're not. Only certain deluxe resorts get the luxury of having the option to. I mean, it's $20 a ride, so it's kind of pricey for just the two of us. But when you can use a bus for free or whatever. But, anyways, I digress. I don't know what else to say about Pop Century. I think it's before Art of Animation. It was the newest value resort.
I'm looking forward to trying
So
a new resort.
it's kind of newer.
The first time we went to All Star,
Kinda, yeah.
and I'm not saying I disliked All Star. I enjoyed it because it was my first time there. Maybe that's why. But then our second time there, we went to Port Orleans, which I loved.
Yes,
so that's
Riverside.
where we went again.
Yes.
And so this will be my fourth time there. Again, I'm most excited about food and wine again at Epcot.
Yeah, I mean, I really
I'll
like.
set a little pup tent outside of Epcot.
I really like Riverside. It's like very spread out and quiet, and it seems to be romantic.
Unless there's a hurricane.
Yeah.
Then it gets a little more noisy.
Yeah, but
A little windy.
nothing against All Stars. But I think if we can like avoid, I'm done with All Stars Well, we went to sports.
What if you could stay at All Stars
Mm-hmm.
Sports
Mm-hmm.
and go to Disney World
Mm-hmm.
and ride Big Thunder Mountain Railroad or Space Mountain with the Big Red Machine?
No, no.
What? You wouldn't like to do that?
Somebody might barf on me.
Who?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. I'd rather go with you.
But I'd be there too.
You didn't say that. So let's see. Anything else? So it's a value resort. It's not that expensive.
Nope.
It is a little more than the All-Star resorts, but it's less than Art of Animation. And I don't know what else to say about it.
Then I feel that's it.
I didn't do any research. I was going to research before we did this, but no,
If we're not researching, we're almost at 11 minutes.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
People are like, this is so boring. I hope not.
I'm sure things about most of our videos. No sad face. I don't know what that is.
Oh. Anyway, so Pop Century. Have any of you guys stayed at Pop Century?
If so,
Yeah.
like, subscribe,
Comment.
share.
I've heard good things about it. I haven't heard really any negative things about Pop Century. Everything that I've read, people have commented they really like. That's kind of like where they love to go. So, please tell us. Give us your feedback or your advice or opinion on suggestions or I don't know, whatever.
If you have been
Pair
there,
us.
what's your favorite decade?
Yeah, what's your favorite decade and why?
Was it the year Jennifer was born? 1943.
That ain't even right.
Do they have a 40s?
No, they start in the 50s.
Oh, same as your age.
No, not yet.
No.
Thank you.
Getting there. All right, stay tuned for more. See,
Ooh, look,
this is what I'm talking about, the
my arm,
beating
like,
me.
was like, bleh.
Yeah, and if you wouldn't have struck me, no one would have seen that.
No.
Congratulations, you did yourself. Stay tuned. More tall tales.
And short
Blah, blah, blah.
stories.